Okay, so for today's deep dive, let's unpack Bloxdrop.com. It's this platform that promises to really supercharge your whole gardening collecting game. We're talking packs, promo codes, everything.
All for those rare pets and collectibles everyone's after.
And when you look at the source material, you can see the appeal immediately, right? The site looks great. Things seem to happen fast.
Absolutely. It's incredibly slick. The items, for a lot of people, seem to show up pretty quickly, and they're always promoting giveaways.
It really feels like a fast lane.
That's the thing, isn't it? That surface appeal is exactly why we need to dig deeper.
Okay.
Our mission here is to get past that, that initial excitement and really look at the structure of it all to understand why the trade-off is, well, it's much bigger than just convenience.
So where do we start?
We have to start with the most critical fact, the one thing everyone needs to know.
Okay.
Structurally, Bloxdrop is completely independent. It is a third-party site, meaning the pets, the items, the coins, all of it. It's all managed and controlled by Bloxdrop, not by Roblox.
So you're operating entirely outside of the official system.
Exactly. And that distinction is everything.
Which brings up the transparency issue you flagged in the notes.
It does.
There are just a couple of email addresses for contact. No company info, no business registration. Why is that specific detail such a big deal when we're just talking about virtual stuff?
Well, because it's fundamentally a problem of anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah. When you're dealing with assets that have value, even digital ones, a lack of transparency means there's zero accountability. You have no idea who runs the service.
Or where they're based, or what rules they're even playing by.
Precisely. You're just relying on their goodwill. And that is a very risky bet to make.
And I imagine that leads right into the user reviews we looked at.
It does, and this is where it gets really interesting. We found this kind of paradox in the reviews, a real split.
Okay, so on one side you have all these super enthusiastic positive comments. But I have to ask, if there are hundreds of happy users, shouldn't that volume suggest it's legitimate?
You'd think so, but the problem is the positivity often lacks any real detail. A lot of these glowing reviews are, very short, very vague, and our notes show some even use the exact same phrases over and over.
Which raises questions about where they're coming from.
It does. Now, contrast that with the negative reviews.
Which were much more specific.
Way more specific. People giving granular details, reporting delivery times that were way slower than promised, or just complete radio silence from support.
Or getting nothing at all after paying.
Right. And a specific complaint will almost always carry more weight than vague praise.
Okay, and there's one more technical point. A few users questioned how the items were sourced, saying some pets didn't feel like they were originally sourced in a usual way. What does that mean for a buyer?
It implies that their supply chain might be inconsistent, or that they might be using, let's say, unofficial methods to get these rare items.
So for the user, the risk is what?
The risk is that the item you paid for might not have been obtained legitimately according to the game's actual rules. So its long-term security, its validity, that could be at risk.
So if we boil this all down, the takeaway is what? While Bloxdrop is convenient, you're basically trading safety for speed.
That's it, exactly. You're handing over control of your digital assets to a totally anonymous third party with no oversight.
So the advice from the sources is pretty clear.
It's very straightforward. Be cautious. Don't share personal info. And maybe most importantly, only spend what you are 100% okay with losing.
Because there's no official channel to get it back if things go wrong.
Not at all.
That's a powerful summary. And it leaves me with a final thought for you, the listener. Given that a platform like this operates with so little transparency, what broader questions does that raise about relying on any third-party service for managing your valuable digital assets?
It really is the ultimate trust exercise in our digital world.
So you have to do the research.
Always.
Yeah.
You have to know who you're trusting. That is your single best defense.